Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you and everyone you love are doing well and having an excellent day. So, today I got a bunch of fragrances. These are going to be appropriate for the office. So, whenever you go to office, you can wear any of these. Of course, the office scents are normally, scents that are not necessarily mass appealing, but scents that are easy to wear, acceptable, don't really project that much. Some of them do, at least some of the ones in the list do. However, people, depending on the culture of the office, you've got to be mindful of the sprays and whatnot. All right, with that out of the way, let's kick off this list with a. Okay, let's start with something obvious. Okay, this fragrance is called Yes, I Am the King La Parfum. This is by a company called Japarlis. Now, this is a clone of the Blue de Chanel, the Parfum version. Um, Very nice scent profile, tried and tested. Everyone likes it. Men of all ages can rock this. Performance on this one is about, I think, 5 to 6 hours. It's not that strong. Doesn't project that much, which is okay for the office. So if you want something that smells like Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum, this one is gonna be excellent. Next up, let's go with another mass appealing fragrance. This is Dylan Blue, and I got an alternative here. This is called Alkanas by Ard Al Zafaran. Now, I'm sure, like, if you're living in North America, you might be thinking, why do we need an alternative for a cheapie, right? This is considered a cheapie. Well, not everywhere this is considered a cheapie. Like this one, 100 ml, where I live in Malaysia, this 100 ml will cost like $60. I'm sure it's a lot less in the US. So an alternative would be helpful for someone, living in a country uh, outside of the US. If this is not a cheapie, this is a good option, is what I'm saying. So, of course, this is ambroxan, some citruses, a little bit of incense. It's a very mass appealing, very easy to rock. This is like a little bit more mature than Sauvage if we're talking about ambroxan. And this is, by the way, a bit. Uh, it's very close in terms of scent profile, but this is a little sweeter. Same performance in my experience. A little sweeter, less sharp than Dylan Blue, and yeah, it's a good value for money if you find it for a good price. I mean, cheaper than Dylan Blue, then it would be good. Next up, let's do some green fragrances. These are gonna be for those who are a little more mature. Where's the other one? Okay, yeah. All right, see, these are two green fragrances. This is Carvin Porom. This is Raghba for Men, limited edition by Latafa. So this one is a clone of Green Irish Tweed by Creed. You got the citruses, the sandalwood, the iris. It's all in this scent. Carven Porom is also a green fragrance. It has violet leaf, it has sage, sandalwood. Both are really, for those who are maybe above 30, above 35. Maybe you're wearing a tucked in shirt with a tie, something like that. Your job is a little bit more official than entry level. Both perform about moderate performance, 5 6 hours, and this one I think maybe $30 to $40. This one I got for like 12. You may find it for up to 20, something around those around that price range. All right, so next up, let's go mass appealing once again. Sheikh Shuyukh limited no, Violent edition, sorry. And this is Latafa Fakhar both from Lataf, of course. Both are clones of YADP by Yves Saint Laurent. This is a little more mature. I think this smells, in my opinion, smells better than this. Although this is a little less harsh than this. Overall, when this dries down, it's a little better. It gets to that resiny side, something that is in Y. When it completely dries, there's a bit of a resiny touch. This one gets it. This one doesn't. This one is a little kind of Invictus-y to me. Has a bit of an Invictus vibe mixed with the YDNA. This I get 6 to 7 hours. This is 5 to 6 hours. So this is a little bit better in terms of performance. But both of them smell very close to Y anyway. But this is a little more mature and a little greener too. All right. Next up, let's do something for the ladies. I mean, this is a unisex scent, but maybe ladies would like it more. This is called Anabiyad. I'm not sure if you can see this. Powdery or powdery. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this one basically smells like powdery vanilla and musk at its core. That's the basic explanation for this scent. Leans a little bit feminine, but it's a very soft fragrance. It's hard to hard to disturb anyone with this scent profile. Very easygoing. Next, this one, if you just want to smell clean, then I got you with these two fragrances. Like a detergent kind of smell. This is called Ghazi by Swiss Arabian, and this is called X Limited by Etienne Eider. And basically, just like I said, detergent type of smell. This one reminds me a little bit of the clones of, if you've smelled Alhambra, Neroli, I think, yeah, the one that is a clone of Neroli Portofino. I forgot what they call it, Porto Neroli or something like that. So this reminds me of that, but without the Neroli, without the citruses. The dry down of that scent is what you will get from the start to finish with this one. It's very linear. Also, this one is gonna be smelling like CK1 basically, and what is it called? The Chrome, I think, Azaro Chrome. Yeah, the OG. This smells very much like it. So these two, if you just want to smell clean and highly inoffensive, they're very boring type of scents, but sometimes that's what you need for office. All right, now let's do something a little bit more grown up. This is Bentley for Men, Infinite Intense. This one, if you like the scent DNA of Theorem, this is gonna be in that same ballpark. Smells not at the opening. It's not a clone of that, but at the opening of this, it's very different than Theorem. Doesn't have those dirty citruses, but as it dries down, they kind of become closer. At the dry down of both scents, they kind of, meet somewhere and become a little bit closer to each other. So this is going to be for mature men, 30, 35 and above. Another one for mature folks out there. This is the Alhambra Fabulous Intense, a clone of Tom Ford effing Fabulous. So what I get from this is that people say that it smells like baby wipes. I mean, that's a oversimplification of the scent profile, but it's still, it kind of does smell like that, yeah. But I'm getting like the bitter almond, the lavender. It's very powdery. It's very aromatic. It's also a little for grown-ups, I think, with a decent performance. In this line, I have like 4 fragrances in this line, and this is the strongest one. Performs really well. So this with a suit would be really nice. Okay, how many we have left? Well, not much left. let's do a scent profile that is also very mass appealing. This is called Theorem by Rob Roca, which is uh, an Afnan subsidiary. And this is Jean Law Immortal. I have a video review about this fragrance in the channel. Check it out. Now, they don't smell 100% alike, right? This is a clone of Bulgari Stagger. This is a clone of Le Mans Cité by, damn it, what is it called? Yeah, Louis Vuitton. Sorry, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, this is a clone of that. So this does the Bulgari Tiger pretty much very close to it with a very decent performance. And this one also has a very decent performance. Smells like this, smell like, but this is a little bit more mature, has a little greener touch, a little more amber at the base. So yeah, both are pretty similar. This one, maybe if you're 20 and above, this is 25 and above in the age bracket. All right. Then we have Qasaid Sultan by Latafa. This is gonna be your spicy fresh fragrance. Has some citruses, some ginger, some amber. It's very nice. People say I have a review about this that some people compare it to Dolce & Gabbana the one, and like I said in that review, it's not really a clone of that. Doesn't smell 100% like it. This is a much fresher version or a much fresher take on that Santini, but it's very different. At the end of the day, it's not that it's not gonna be a clone. It will remind you of it a little bit. Again, this one I think for like 25 and above would work just fine. Last one on the list, Azaro Visit. This one I love so much. It has like these awesome spices at the opening. Very invigorating, very intriguing. This is the kind of scent that gives you a nice aura. Like people would be thinking, like, what is this guy wearing? It has that mystique about it. Very unique fragrance from Azaro. I did not expect that much uniqueness from it. Really surprised me. All right. Hope that was beneficial to you. Hope I gave you some cool suggestions for the office. Now, let me know if you have tried any of these, if you have any questions about them, any other suggestions for the channel. Please leave them down below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.